Shalom. I like to give praises to Yahweh, the Creator, the God of the universe, both heaven and earth, and His only begotten Son, Yahweh ben Yahweh. I like to introduce myself and why and my purpose. My name is Rebecca, aka Vanita Mitchell. I am the mother of Asher. This is Asher Zedekiah Israel -McBee. Asher is my third born son. Asher was killed on February 14th, 2022. Asher was a paid guest at the Best Western Plus Hotel located at 1556 Phoenix Boulevard, College Park, Georgia 30349. On February 14, 2022, I received a phone call from the manager at the front desk who was on duty at that time. And she, while we were on the phone talking, she told me that there was an altercation taking place between Sergeant Thompson and his ride-along with Clayton County Police Department. And she asked if she could put me on hold while she goes outside to see what's going on. When she came back to the phone, the manager told me that when she did get outside, that Asher was gone and Sergeant Thompson and his ride-along were all three gone.
Can nobody call the police from the hotel? The guests didn't even call the police. The police were here circling the parking lot because they do their regular ride along. So that's why the police were out there. They weren't out there.
And then beside that, you also stated that there was some sort of commotion outside. The police were talking to my son. Am I correct?
And what I told you was that your son was outside pacing. And I said, there's an officer that just pulled up because I was standing at the window. I was on my cell phone talking to you. I called you. My purpose for coming out of my room calling you was to try to get you to come and get him. That was the sole purpose of me calling you from my cell phone number because I didn't want him to get hurt. And I told you again, I said, I don't want to see him get hurt and I don't want him to hurt anybody. I said, so you need to come get him. And you were 2 hours away.
Cops, I said, and I explained how I couldn't just come.
We know the cops are involved.
But I'm saying that the cops were out. All I want to know is the cops were outside talking to Asher.
The video and all of the statements that have been made thus far and the incident reports and everything are going to be with the sheriff's department. I would suggest you get with them because they're conducting an investigation.
So they came and pulled the videos.
No, I didn't say that. They have not come and pulled anything.
But you said the videos are being conducted.
All of that will be. I said they're conducting an investigation. They are. That's what I was told by the police officer that was here that called you because he stood right here in my office and he called you. He didn't even tell you over the phone what happened. He
didn't call me till 3 a.m. in the morning.
Exactly.
That's when he called me.
Down here, and I was in my office. He called you, and he asked you to come to the precinct, and you was asking him why.
Okay, and the thing of it is, he told me that he went to the hotel, but the thing of it is, before 3 a.m., I'm talking about around 7-ish, or somewhere in there. The cops you said they were circling, but at the same time, I remember you saying, let me put this phone down, and you basically hung up. You said, because there's some commotion going on outside, and you said the cops were out there.
I didn't hang up on you.
Yeah, you said you said the cops were out there, and Asher was out there.
The police was outside.
And Asher was out there too. And you said, but when you got back...
I told you, I said, your son is still outside.
Right, and you said when you got back out there... Wait, can I talk? You said when you got back out there that the cops had left and Asher was gone. They were both gone. You said, I didn't see him and I didn't see them. They had left.
No, ma'am. Actually, I never left the window. I was standing in the window looking at the camera the whole time, looking at Asher. And I was knocking on the window saying, Asher, come here, sweetheart, come here. And you
But
on the phone all
did
the
the
time.
cops leave before Asher?
I don't know, ma'am. That's why I said I don't know where you're getting that from. I don't know if you're trying to get a story to help yourself, but you should have taken him home and he would still be alive today.
That's not
That's out of
necessarily
line.
true. Well, Asher didn't have a car. He didn't have a driver's license. He had just a state ID. Asher didn't drive. I would take Asher where he needed or wanted to go. However, Asher was reported dead by 10 p.m., about an hour and a half to 2 hours later, after he was forced into the unit of Sergeant Thompson with his ride-along. The investigative officer that was on the scene, Sergeant Thompson, never reported to any of us that he had made contact with Asher prior to his death. His body was at Riverdale Road, off the corner of Kingswood Circle. Around the corner from the hotel is where his body was. He had been hit by a truck. Although we're not here because Asher was hit by a truck, we're here to talk about what happened before Asher came in contact with the truck and what happened shortly thereafter.
Here's a Best Western rewards card. Hey, is there a Best Western right here on Phoenix?
Best Western?
Yeah.
No.
Because here's a Best Westerns card.
Yeah, you got something else over here. I don't know what that is.
You put money on this side.
Yeah, it's a $5 bill up there.
I mean, once we get it photographed, it may be worth taking that Best Western card up there and see if it's.
See if they gotta know what room it goes to and all of that.
We know that he was hit. However, we want to know the truth about what took place before he was hit. Sergeant Thompson never says anything about making contact with Asher on his police reports. He never says anything about making contact with Asher in front of his superior, the lieutenant, or his other colleagues who he would be supervising over. He never mentions anything about making contact with him while at the hotel located at 1556 Phoenix Boulevard, College Park, Georgia. He never mentions any of that to the family or any of that. And we want to know why he has lied and why he is yet lying. Sergeant Thompson knows goodness well what really happened. He's never told us where he took him after forcing him into his unit. Why did he handcuff Asher? Why did he beat Asher? And what location did he take my son to beat him? They wouldn't let us see his body for 10 straight days. I never heard of such a body being kept from me. I know people who have had motorcycle accidents and the parents and etc. or siblings were able to see their bodies the very next day. They were able to go see their bodies, or the day after that they were able to see their bodies. I mean, we weren't allowed for 10 days. What were you guys covering up? So if you're not covering up anything, why did you lie? Why are you yet lying? We want to know the truth. Asher deserves justice, and we deserve to know what really happened to my son. I'd also like to say in advance, thank you to all officers out there who are moral men. But I'd also like to bring light to those who are not by sharing Asher's story, what happened to him, and in a way of preventing it from happening to anybody else.